Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
My
So,
personal
what's your
intro.
favorite kind of ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip?
Okay. Have you tried any obscure ice cream flavors?
Oh yeah, there's a place near me that's it's called Sunny
It's
Skies.
called
It's been
obscure
like
ice cream. All
it's
right.
called obscure ice cream, and that's all they have. No, but it's been on like television shows because they have like 200 flavors or some stupid shit like that, and they got one that like a ghost pepper flavor that you have to sign a waiver to even eat,
Ghost
and
pepper
just all
ice cream?
kinds. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's got to be very interesting.
I haven't actually tried that one. Renee tried it once, but I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want, not interested in that. But I have tried a bunch of their flavors, like lemongrass is one of their flavors that I really like. So yeah, I've tried a bunch of obscure ice cream.
So, I've never really had obscure ice cream before. Um, I don't even know if I've seen a place that sells obscure ice cream. I was reading a book with my son right before we started recording, and it's this book about food trucks. And it goes through like it's different culinary like areas. So it's got like an American food truck at the beginning, and then a Mexican food truck, then an Italian food truck, and it's a flat book, and you open up the little flaps, and there was like tacos, and stuff on the Mexican one. I think it's just to teach them about like different cuisines or whatever, as well as be fun.
Right.
Well, the very last page is an ice cream truck. And I was like, oh, ice cream truck. Like, open the thing. I'm like, look, raspberry sorbet. And there's chocolate vanilla strawberry. And, here's like a mint chocolate chip one. And I looked at one that I never knew was an ice cream. It's not obscure like ghost pepper ice cream like you're talking
Is it gonna be
about.
like pistachio?
No, pistachio is a standard ice cream, especially like.
I didn't know. Some people might think. I mean, some people don't. Some people think pistachios are just weird in general. So I thought, for some reason, I just thought that was my gut feeling where you were gonna go.
No,
All
but
right, sorry, go
I
ahead.
am curious if you're gonna think this is a relatively normal ice cream, especially with having an exotic ice cream shop like by your house or whatever. But and it was funny. It was the only one that was abnormal. Like they didn't even have like spumoni or anything like that. It's not like it was
I don't know what spumoni is actually.
Spumoni is like an ice cream, like a typical Italian ice cream. It's kind of like a Neapolitan, but with these what the hell is in it? It's got some little cherry things in it, and I think there's some nuts in it. It's a very typical Italian ice cream. And
I've never had that before.
oh, that's interesting. You've never had spumoni.
I've never even heard of it. This is my spumoni virginity being lost.
Well, maybe you should try it. It's pretty good. I'd say I wouldn't go. Do you like fruit in your ice cream?
Not typically. I mean, I'm being allergic to fruit. I just avoid it most of the time,
You're allergic
anyways.
to fruit?
I'm allergic to citric acid, so
Oh,
any citrus.
yeah, I got you. I was like, wait, how have I not known you're allergic to fruit? But okay, it's the citric acid problem. I got you. It makes
Yeah.
sense. No, but this ice cream was, and like I said, it's the only, it's a kid's book, and it's the only obscure one in there, so it like really threw me off, and I'd never heard of it before, but it was, and I had to read it like 3 times to be like, did I read this right, that this is what it's talking about? But it was olive oil.
What?
Yeah, okay, so it is weird then.
I've never heard of olive oil ice cream.
Yeah. And that's the
Is
weird
that a
thing is,
thing?
this was it
For
was
real?
an ice cream food truck in this book, and all it said was the flavors, and it had a little picture of an ice cream dish next to it. So it'd be like, it said chocolate, and it had a picture of a cup of chocolate ice cream, and it's strawberry, and it had a picture of a cup of strawberry ice cream, like little ones, because it's a bunch of them on one page. And then one, it said olive oil, and it had a cup of just looked like a bowl of ice cream next to it. So I'm assuming it was referring to olive oil ice cream, because otherwise, why would you have olive oil on a food truck? Or is it a thing to put olive oil on your ice cream?
That's weird.
Okay, so I was just like, why are they teaching kids about olive oil ice cream? Like, have I been missing out for my life? Is olive oil ice cream?
I don't. I wonder what it even tastes like. It can't be good, right?
I don't. I mean, I don't like olives in general, but I like olive oil. So I don't know if that's
Right.
like olive oil and
I mean,
bread. Put the little olive oil on the plate, and
Yeah.
put like salt and pepper on it, and put it on your bread, and it's delicious. It doesn't taste like olives to me. But now that I didn't look it up because I was curious what you were going to say about it. Now that you said you haven't heard of it either, I'm just going to look up in Google olive oil ice cream and see what.
Yeah. I mean, I've looked over the flavor list at
Here's
the Sunny Skies place
instructions.
I'm talking to.
Instructions on how to make it are all over the place.
Really? But yeah, they don't sell it there. And my obscure, like I said, they have like 200 flavors, and
Yeah,
I've looked at it many times, and that would have stood out.
I just typed in olive oil ice cream, and the whole first page is basically either recipes or how to buy olive oil ice cream. And there's not a single like comment post that says like, "What the hell is olive oil ice cream?" So maybe
that's wild.
Maybe we're just missing out. I'm curious now what our viewers have thought about olive oil ice cream, because now I want to taste it, because I can't imagine it tastes delicious either. But I don't think it would taste bad per se. I just don't feel like I'd be eating ice cream, because it's got to have an olivey flavor to it, right?
Well, no, I mean, olive oil really doesn't taste like olive.
And I agree with you on that, but I mean, it's made from olives, so my assumption would be making it into an ice cream would, I don't know, enhance olive oil flavor. Are you trying to sleep anywhere? Because I don't see you around anymore.
I can. I'm not trying to sleep, but I can. I got a bed on me.
I just, I'm going to fly up to the beds. I climbed up, and there was a lot of badness.
Yeah, I've been carrying around a bed. You should just grab one of the beds up there and carry around with you, too.
Well, I hope I carry around the last bed that, like, Ryuski slept in.
Though I guess it could be dangerous to be carrying around a bed, because we do die occasionally. So,
we should put a bed down there, though.
Yeah, so there's a bed down here now. I'm going to leave it here.
A single bed? Let's see if I can just make another bed. I'm sure there's string in these chests. These misc chests.
I think it's in the mob. I actually use string to make this bed.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. Well, I say plenty, but there's not quite enough for 3 pieces of wool. I'm sure I can find more. There's plenty, enough for part of what I need. Literally one string.
I mean, I feel like I've eaten at enough Italian restaurants that this would be the place you would see such a thing. I've never seen olive oil ice cream on any menu. I've never heard of any. But
you've also never heard of spumoni. And you said you've eaten at a lot of Italian restaurants. It's a very big Italian staple, which I find really interesting.
Yeah, I've never.
Is there another name for spumoni maybe that you know by? Spumoni ice cream. Spumoni is it's a molded. I guess it's a molded gelato with layers of different colors and flavors. Usually candied fruit and nuts. Yeah. I mean, it says Dyer's Spumoni ice cream is a standard ice cream brand. Edie Spumoni. I'm not seeing any other name for it. Though this one, when I look up Spumoni ice cream, it's definitely showing me that you can buy this in the store as normal. I'm curious if I go back to. I don't see any like standard ice cream brand selling olive oil ice cream.
I bet not. I don't think that's a thing people. I still have a hard time believing people eat it. Like, if you saw that I mean, it'd be one of those things you would get at once just to see what the fuck, right? Like, it wouldn't be a thing you'd be like, oh, thank God they have the olive oil ice cream.
I will say that rosemary and olive oil, I can't even imagine, like, rosemary in my ice cream.
See, that sounds more reasonable to me.
Why you should be putting olive oil on ice cream is a news article.
Let's hear it.
Oh my God! Extra virgin olive oil may not be on your first list of toppings for ice cream sundae bar, but hey, we're here to convince you at least to give olive oil and ice cream a try. Here are 3 things to add savory complexity of extra virgin olive oil to your sweets. It's basically just saying top your shit with olive oil. That's our convincing you is telling you to do it and how to do it.
Just fucking do it, all right?
This is from an article from California Olive Ranch, though, so I think it's a big sales.
Okay, yeah, they have an agenda here, I believe.
They do have a small agenda that they're going for.
I feel like your book is also propaganda now. It's from some olive fucking farm, and they put out this whole book pretending to be one thing when really it's an olive oil agenda.
Olive oil ice cream. I will say that, so we have something around us that just got built. Like, so we have Eastern Market, which is it's a standard farmer's market, essentially, in DC. Like, farmers come from the, just the outskirts, come in with their produce, fruits, vegetables, all that stuff. Standard old, cheap farmer's market. You can get really cheap produce like that some of the people bring in there, but the good stuff. And then inside, like during the week, it's always open. It's like, butchers, not really, you don't get things butchered, but there's like, you can buy meat and there's a bread shop and all this stuff in there. So it's like the standard, everybody goes to the DC market, that Eastern market. Well, they just built the Union Market, which is supposed to be an upscale market, which is relatively close to our house. And I say just built as in like a couple of years ago now, but people all constantly say how much they love it, and it's literally catered toward your upper middle to high class people.
So it's not what you really want out of a farmer's market.
It's not a farmer's market at all. There's no like fresh produce and stuff in there, but there is literally like an olive oil bar.
Jeez.
That's inside. And I said any place that has an olive oil bar is a place that I will not go to to go buy standard stuff, because everybody's always like, oh, on the weekends let's go get lunch at the at the Union Market, and I'm like, how about no? Like, this is ridiculous. Things are so expensive in there as well, like so ridiculously expensive. But everybody thinks it's like the hip thing to do now, you know.
Right.
I will say that the Italian market also has, or Union Market also behind it has these areas where they hold activities and festivities and stuff. And I've definitely hit up some, they'll have a beer truck festival, and the beer trucks will go in there and they'll set up a beer tasting or whatever. And I'll go to things like that. But
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
To get the quote unquote farmers market type stuff.
That's like, I don't understand how people shop at Whole Foods primarily. Like, how do you buy all your groceries at
But
Whole
don't
Foods?
you? Didn't I complain to you because you make regular, like, weekly trips to Whole Foods and have the same exact agenda
every other
of, like,
week
your shopping
trips.
list? You're
No,
the person
fuck
I
you, I
complained
do
about
not.
in a video.
No.
Yeah,
I said I get I get my vegetables, my fruits from Whole Foods. That's it.
The things you're allergic to, you get from Whole Foods? Gotcha.
For my daughter's lunchbox.
Check-in things.
And occasionally, if we're gonna have like clams or something like that, I'll get those from Whole Foods. And I do sometimes go make a cheese run to Whole Foods. But buying, like, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods to get some ground beef. Fuck that! It's like twice the price.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, especially considering you were shopping at the place that you were mad at that closed down. Kroger. That's it. That was getting you all.
I still haven't been actually grocery shopping since Kroger shut down.
It's like you're on a oh shit, what do you call it? Like on strike.
Kinda.
Protesting.
I mean, like, I still have a bunch of stuff in the freezers because anytime there was like a really good sell on any kind of meat, I would just go get a whole shitload at Kroger. Basically however much I think I can of this particular meat can I eat over 6 months. Because that's about as long as you want to freeze anything. And so I'm still going through that stuff at this point. But
Has
once
it been
that
more
runs
than
out,
6 months though.
No, not yet.
Really?
Not yet. Yeah. No, it's been. You know what? I went in there to throw shit in the thing, and then I got attacked, and I came back up here and never threw anything in the thing. It's been probably about 4 months at this point. I'm running. I'm starting to run low. Like, the things are dwindling down. I'm out of chicken. I ain't got no more chicken. Got a little bit of lamb. I do have more ribeyes than I probably can eat in the next few months. But yeah, no, things are looking grim.
You're gonna have to go to Whole Foods and spend like.
I'm certainly not.
You're gonna have to get a side job just to buy your Whole Foods.
You
should go get a job at Whole Foods.
Like, when it came time to buy stuff for Thanksgiving, I was just like, fuck am I gonna do? Like, where am I gonna get the stuff? Like, that's all I've done. Like, I mean, I've gone to Costco a few times to get like cases of certain types of vegetables and stuff. Like in the can or whatever. But yeah, like I haven't done it. Like, I used to go to Kroger like twice a month at least and spend like $200 probably. And I haven't gone to a grocery store and spent more than like a few bucks since Kroger shut down, and I just don't know.
And it's so funny, just with like the Whole Foods Amazon thing, they made it sound like it was gonna be like the super cheap
or something. Yeah,
and it clearly was not.
I like how they have prime parking.
Oh, we don't. I mean, I walk to the Whole Foods from my house, but there's a free parking lot. Like, amazingly in DC, it's got a free parking lot or parking structure you can go into. There's no real prime parking that I know of.
Yeah, like right at the front of my Whole Foods, there's prime member parking only. And I'm like, how the fuck do you even know? Anyone could park here. I'm prime. Yeah, totally.
Sir, we're going to have to check your account. We've seen you park here a few days, and couple of us employees were questioning your Prime status.
Yeah, it's a silly thing. But yeah, now that they do the Prime Now delivery from Whole Foods here, I do like basically on the Mondays that I have my daughter, I normally I'll get because they really do have the best fruit. Like I don't like you can get the same damn brand like the Driscolls or whatever, raspberries or blackberries or blueberries, whatever, from any other store, and they're not as good. They're just not as good. They're not as like plump. They're not. They don't last as long. Like for some reason, Whole Foods' fruit will last the whole week in my refrigerator. But if I get it from somewhere else, like 2 days in, it's starting to mold. Like what the fuck?
I find the opposite effect.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Whole Foods not put like preservatives and shit in their food?
That's the same. That's the thing. It's the same brand. They must have like some kind of quality control guy that's like checking it and just like, no, I'm not taking this pallet. I'm only taking these pallets right here or some shit. Because it's the same fucking brand. Like it's no different than the shit I'm getting from if I went to Food Line or anywhere else. That's what I don't understand. But if I buy it anywhere else, because I've tested this, I've been like, well, because I mean, it is more expensive at Whole Foods for the same fucking brand.
Maybe it's for that shelf life.
I mean that's what I've decided at this point is if I'm gonna get the shelf life out of it, because if it comes like if I what I normally do is on Mondays I'll like pack up her lunch for the whole week because I have those like little bento boxes that I put her lunch in. But like I've always check it before each morning before I send her off to make sure like I didn't put some fucking raspberries in her thing and on Monday and then on Friday they were all moldy or something. And that has happened before with like Food Line brand or not Food Line brand but Food Line bought raspberries. So I don't know. I don't understand it. It's getting dark.
It is. I'm waiting by the bed because I still am one string short, but I happen to be up here changing pics out, so now I'm in bed.
Okay.
Yeah, Whole Foods. Yeah. I've never been a fan of Whole Foods, and it's really funny because there's like so around us. There's I talked about the UPS lockers. There's one up at the 7-Eleven, which is the bad direction from my house, and it's in the middle of a parking lot where people are just hanging out, essentially like they're hanging out in the alley. There's one of those ghost horses up here. Is that a bad thing?
No, it just means that like lightning made a thing happen at some point, but the bad parts are gone.
So it's really like an area that's like a little sketchier than like let's say, and then apparently you can also get UPS drop off to Whole Foods, which I didn't know. And my neighbor was telling me about how he usually does he'll get stuff because he gets so much stuff stolen from his porch too that he gets to Whole Foods because he feels safer up there on that direction on Whole Foods. Like a week and a half ago, cashier at Whole Foods got shot during an attempted robbery at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
And I was like, what? Like, this is, that's weird.
Man, can you imagine being at Whole Foods and someone starts shooting?
Well, apparently it was also dumb on the cashier's part. I mean, I hope they're okay and everything, but I guess the guy took his you pull out the gun, told him to open up his drawer, and then he was fighting him for the drawer. He wouldn't give it over to him.
You're never supposed to do that.
Right.
Every place trains you just to give them their shit.
Yeah, and apparently, especially a place like Whole Foods, I think they got the extra money to cover, the thing. But yeah, so that was like I'm not sure I'm not saying he wouldn't have gotten shot in the first place. I'm not making it right that he got shot by any stretch of the imagination, but he was fighting back against the burglar, which is
gave the guy.
Yeah.
When I worked at Shoney's one Sunday, and I normally didn't work during the day, they had called me in to be a busboy because it was a particularly I think it was near the holiday or something. Anyways, some guy came in with a gun, and there was a line of people checking out. He walks up to the damn up to the thing, pulls out the gun, robs the place. No one realized all these people are in line. Like, guy takes all of the money and just walks out. Like other than the manager who was running the register at the time.
So you had no idea. You were there and just had no idea the place got robbed.
Nope. No one knew. Not even the people that were in line right behind him.
Wow.
It just happened, and like it was just like we just got fucking robbed.
Wow. I mean, there's always the story of the person who went up to the bank, the drive-up bank, where the little tube system. And they put the note in the tube that said, "This is a robbery. Give me all the money," and the person did. because in their training it said you were supposed to never like argue with, you know, a robber's demands or whatever.
Is that real?
I don't know. There was news articles on it many years back. And this was before there was really the understanding of, you know, fake news and all that stuff and, you know, fabricated stories. It was when Snopes was like just getting its headway for starting to expose common myths and things like that. So who knows if it was actually real or if it was one of those jokes. Oh, but one thing I do want to say is, remember, you know, video we talked about with NASA dude making the glitter bomb package and everything?
Yeah.
For one, God, if another person links me that video, I'm gonna go insane. Just because so many on
the subreddit about it. I found this video and Jeff should see it.
Yeah, so many people like it is so viral at this point. Be clear that I have seen it, and it's really freaking good. Like, don't get me wrong, it is amazing and it's really funny. This guy did an awesome job, and I've actually seen this. I've watched this guy's other videos because he does other really good videos too. So it's not like. He's got. Is
he a NASA guy, or did I have that part wrong?
No, he was. He created stuff that's still like roving around on Mars right now. It's like he starts the video talking about it. And his concept that he does is like awesome. Like the whole thing. If you haven't seen it yet, you really should go watch it because it's really funny.
I haven't. All right, Jeff, don't link me to this video.
But sorry, when I watched, I think the guy has like 4.7 million subscribers already, and. You know, the video had 19 million views at the time that I watched it, but it's not like he's a small channel. Like, this video didn't just blow up from a nobody. Like, he's already a well-known person. But I want to go read the comments. I read as many comments as I could, but there was too many comments on a 19 million view video. I have yet to come across one that tells this guy he needs to move. Why don't you guys go get on him and tell him it's his fault because he didn't move out of his neighborhood? Like, how dare he live in a place where people steal his packages?
I mean, I guess he found a way around moving.
That's true. That's his way around moving, and mine's public shaming. I mean, I don't see. we got the same. I would love to do what he did. I just didn't have the resources or the ingenuity to do it. I honestly, all I want to do is, I've been looking into trying to do this for a while. I just don't know how you physically can. He could probably figure it out for me. I'd love to write. I wish I could somehow write this guy, but I'm sure so many people have written this guy. But I want him to see my video and say, "Can I borrow that?" Like.
Yeah.
Like, link into my video and be like, look, I really do have a problem with this. I've made it very publicly clear. Can I borrow that thing for a while? But all I want to do is make some type of like megaphone system that's in a package that just gets louder and louder, and all it does is start screaming, "I am a stolen package," as you like walk down the street.
I mean, they would drop that shit immediately.
Probably. Well, that's the funny thing is, in this dude's video, I was baffled to see because it actually looks like he lives in a very like fancy uppity neighborhood, and it's not one like DC. People aren't walking around. Everybody was stealing the packages. It was showing on like the cameras were driving up, stopping, running up to the house, grabbing the package, and running it back to their car. Like,
see, I've seen a lot of videos like that. Like when I've watched these on Reddit or whatever, there's tons of people that do that exact thing.
Yeah, and my idea would not be nearly as lucrative if somebody had it in the car already. Like,
right.
If it's in the car, who cares that it's yelling at you? Like, nobody else is going to hear that shit. And in DC, where I'm getting my stuff stolen, it's a random dude on a bike or walking down the street. You damn straight, he's going to be dropping that shit immediately if it starts screaming and drawing attention to him as he walks down the street.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should watch it. It's good. It's comical and it's ingenious as well as like done really. The video itself was done very well, and the project itself was done very well, and it's very funny.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I mean, I've meant to watch it ever since people started tweeting it to me and stuff. Just haven't gotten around to it.
I do wish they sold them. What he made.
Just glitter bomb. Thief deterrent packages.
Well, and it's more, once you watch it, you'll realize it's more than that. Like the spot that's the thing that's stopping a thief is the glitter bomb and the fart spray that you were talking about. But once you go into it and actually look at what it is that was built, this dude was taking a risk with what he did as well.
How so?
If the package had actually been stolen and never come back, he was out a shit ton of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, probably for like the phones and stuff, right?
Oh, so you knew about the phone. I didn't know if you knew
Well, yeah,
about
like
the phones.
it was like
Yeah.
it was like I mean, like I said, everything I've said is all from other people talking about this video. Like 3 phones or some shit like that.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So done extremely well and way past anything like I could have, tried. Because I'll try some thief deterrent things, but I would never have gone to that extent.
Right.
Because like he did it in such a good way. I mean, it was set up with you do have to watch it, but yeah, he was still taking a big risk on losing a lot of money worth of things because he had lots of electronics and stuff in there.
Right.
So
They're probably cheap phones, I would imagine.
they didn't look like it, but I guess I didn't really pay attention to what brand they were.
Like
they
it's
all
pretty
had
wild. Like
they all had
the
phone
phone I
plans
got-
on them.
yeah, I guess just that. Like the phone I got my daughter before, I traded in my Note and got a new phone. I didn't trade it in. My Note broke. And I got a new phone right before we went to Disney last year, and like I just bought it, and it was only $100, and it looks just as good as my damn iPhone, honestly.
But that's still, let's say you're doing that, $400 worth of phones in that package.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, it's not super cheap, I guess. But what I was originally thinking, it was like like what my iPhone costs, like almost $1,000 or whatever. So
Yeah, it was 4 of the brand new iPhones.
yeah. Well, anyways, we probably should end our episode here. So thanks for watching,
All
everyone.
right, guys, we'll see you next time.